Greetings, world and family. I am Richard, coming to you today, being Friday, July the 11th, for another segment of Ascension symptoms and what you were never told about. So, as you know, in the mornings, what I do is I go into my meditation, channel my higher self, my inner flame, and then I start surfing through the family. Then I ripple out into the collective. And I'm searching as I'm surfing what ascension symptom would best resonate to the collective. And as I am looking, it is the strangest experience because all of a sudden I was brought to the imagery of a crystal skull. Many of you have heard about the crystal skulls. So how there would be placed throughout the world, we would have 12 of them, I believe, plus a 13th one, which would be a bigger one at the center, known as Max, the crystal skull. So I was brought to the imagery of Max. I found that really fascinating because I am questioning now, how is this relevant to an ascension symptom? I mean, I love where I am surfing to. This could be a whole show, which it will be in the future. Oh yes, I'm going to do a special edition on the crystal skulls because I got so much information in this surfing segment I went into. But now I have to reel it in. Okay, this is an ascension symptom. So why am I being shown this? So higher self showed me about like my skull turning crystalline and brought me Max as an example. All right, so I'm liking this. So for those of you who might remember, the first episode I did on Ascension Symptom was in regards to the teeth being living antennas. Because I had at the time a toothache and a jaw ache, and like I was, do I need to go to the dentist, which I really didn't want to. And then it had passed really rapidly, so that was an ascension symptom. So now with the skull that I am seeing is quite fascinating because I am seeing that many are reporting or feeling right now throughout the family, the collective, like all kinds of skull pains. So what could this be? Like sinus, phantom headaches, teeth pain, jaw pain, throbbing at the pineal gland, the ringing in the ears, but it's not the regular ringing, it's more like a constant tuning fork. Like I can hear it right now. It's always like that gold thread. It's not necessarily like ee and then goes away. It's always present. So all right, I'm loving this. So yes, let's go and dive deep into this. So this is what I mean, like when I say phantom headaches, it's not necessarily like a blown out migraine or headache. They come, they go, they'll come to your temples and then you feel like a tightness happening. So what I was shown is that the skull actually in reference to the crystal skull, because we are all transmuting from carbon clay to crystalline DNA. So this will include the skull, right? And we've talked about the Mandela effect many times over the last year. And one of the major changes with the anatomy is the skull. See, we'll remember that growing up, we'd see like whether it be movies like The Goonies or, stuff like that where you have pirates involved. Therefore, you have heads, skeletons. There's always like a snake that's going through the mouth and outside of the eye. So therefore, the skull used to have hollow holes there. But now there is like a wall just with a little micro baby hole for veins to go through. So, that is a major one. Before it was hollow, and now there's a wall in back of the eyes to protect. So that is a big major Mandela effect. And there is something also with the cranial plate that has changed. Now, we do all know about the pineal gland, the third eye. I had to take a few notes because I don't even know how to really pronounce these words just like that. But basically, we would have three of them inside of our crystal skull right now. So you'd have the pineal gland, which is the prism at the center of the forehead, receiving all this glorious cosmic light. Then we have the pituitary gland, which is the master gland. This one will work with the pineal to regulate frequency and hormones. So that one would be like how I saw it, like at the top of the head. So we got one, we got two, and then there would be a third one at the back here, which was brought to my attention when I had done a collaboration with Sonia Testerman. I believe I'm saying her Testerman. From the Tree of Knowledge. She had brought that there was like a third one at the back here of the hand. So I had looked into it and looked into my meditation. And this is indeed called the occipital node. So that would be the new crystalline point at the back of the skull, which is what Sonia's insight had brought in. This would complete the trinity of the three. So like the third eye, but behind of the head. So together they make the whole skull a crystal receiver. So what does that mean is, do we actually still have the crown chakra? It seems that no, it would be like the whole skull becomes the chakra itself. And it becomes a library for all the information that was always like seeded, or the blueprint is the word I'm picking up on. And as these crystal skulls, as in Max, are being activated, so are we. So that was like totally, absolutely fascinating when I saw this. So also with the skull, what is happening is that it's not just about certain phantom pains or, changes happening, but also let's talk about the hair, okay? So the hair would be living antennas. So many could be reporting like hair loss, hair breakage. And for those of you who know, I had a problem with this where maybe half a year ago, even before that, my hair started snapping off. So I was talking with my beloved honey bunny. I had a lack of copper. So yes, sometimes it is something of a mineral that you'll be lacking, but there's more to this. It's not everyone whose hair is breaking, snapping, falling, that you will need like a thyroid medicine, or you'll have to use copper. This is what my body needed, but there was more to the story, and this is what I saw in my surfing. So because they are living antennas, okay, so every experience that you've ever had is calculated in the strand. An analysis can look at one hair and know exactly when you partied, what you consumed, what you did with every aspect of your hair. So with the shedding, the snapping, what it could also be, right, is because your hair will be holding a lot of past memories, and it's not just about nutrition. It's not just about toxicity, but it could also be emotional trauma that is released. So what would happen is the hair would snap in order for it to come back again stronger, healthier, more crystalline. Do you see what I'm saying? So I thought that that was really, really fun to notice and get the information, because I love my long hair. I've always had long hair. I mean, when I was younger, I had it jet black, and I really looked like a native Indian on a horse, right? But 2 years ago, my hair was all down to my bum, right? And then it started snapping, and it got me really worried, because I love my long hair and I want my long hair back, right? I like it in the wind. I just love it. And yes, Hairs are antennas. So, I don't color my hair. This is natural. Like I'm lucky I don't have that much silver, but yeah, see, you can see it's starting here. And I'm going to let it go. I think it's beautiful. But these are antennas to the ether. I love long hair. So, yes, there is that. So we did speak about the Mandela effect, but now also what I want to do, is like, since we are going through this transmutation, we have to be like very aware and do a lot of self-care. The self-care is not like major, like, like a grueling workout, Since we got all the fluids within the skull, like building up, all the plasma within, it is very important to hydrate with clean, alive water that we can activate by blissing it. You can put some very good salts in it. It is a conduit. And even if you have Himalayan salt, if you bliss it, you can neutralize. We've had a few talks about salts and Celtics and some that are toxics and all that. Yes, that is true. But we can also like bliss our salts. I don't think that we have to necessarily throw everything out, but that's just me, right? I feel confident enough that when I bliss something, I could like blow up its charge or its frequency. I do it all the time because I believe in myself. So if I have belief, that I have the leap of faith, and that I can like do all of these rituals and have them work. And they do. So to hydrate and flush the cranial fluids, scalp massage is very good with the tips of your meridians on your fingers, like very much, like a lot of stimulation. Humming is a good one. The resonation, right? It is a frequency, much like a tuning fork. Because that's what this ringing is. It's not like just a quick ringing. It's a permanent humming. So to hum with it, you're helping to rebalance your cranium. Warm compresses, good sleep, very important, and grounding to integrate. And also, babies, I'm getting the flash. Thank your hair. Thank it. Thank your skull. Thank you for upgrading, like turning into crystalline, like bringing in all these libraries of blueprints back online, because it is very exciting. And this is where all your clairs will be developing. It's really funny because, like when I was a kid, we had all our shows were about like superheroes, so, or ish. Wonder Woman, the Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man, and Aquaman, I think we had. Like it was all that, right? And then, it left and then it came back with all the Marvels and all that, right? There is something there. We are all a superhuman. And this is what all these changes and upgrades are doing. So, if we do have phantom pains, aches, whether it be sinus, teeth, jaw, as if you've been clenching too much, throbbing, shivers, like Gary gets the ants in his hand, maybe there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you're just upgrading, I'm not saying that people don't get headaches, but, like it comes, it goes. It's like something that's trying to push in. That's why it's like phantom headaches. And, with all this, I'm coming back full circle to Max. So I will definitely, like in the very near future, do a reading. I'm going to see, maybe I'll even channel Mr. Max, because what I was shown as the crystal skulls, because I want to add a little bit in here because I just found it so exciting. Is that, yes, I saw like 12 in a circle, the Max at the middle, but then I saw that there were more scattered out. I don't know if it's like 51 or 52, but like minor ones, almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a backup but they would be minor. Okay, but they were still important. So there was more than 30, but they were, is it backup energy, I want to say? I'll just use it because I don't know what else word to employ right now. But, I had asked also, like, so what exactly are these crystal skulls? What are you? I mean, were you like literally like the skull of a being? And I got a big no on that. Like I got more like quartz crystals that were carved from the very first beings here. I did see some Lyrians. I saw, who else did I saw? Syrians, the elders. So yeah, that's going to be a fun video to tap into, because I can feel the frequency here, and there is a connection to our upgrades. So I'm going to save that for the other video. So I forgot, my babies. Here we go. Yum yum bubble gum. It's funny, because I'm so babbling nowadays. I make my coffee, it's hot, I put it here, and now it's lukewarm because I forgot it. Silly Richard. Now, let's go get some cards. All right, let's go for the dragons. This is the ones that want to come out today. Hi, Self, Oversoul, and Universe. Please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to this topic today on Ascension symptoms. What you were never told about the skull. The skull being, like itself, a crystal, what's the word I'm looking for? Receiver? Yeah, I think I want to use a receiver. Like the whole skull is transmuting, upgrading, it becoming a receiver for blueprints to come in. Because there's much to this. But yeah, tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in this now. All right, let's rock and roll. First in line, I'm going to need my eyeballs because I don't know the dragon's design by heart. So we got the Lover. So that's a yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to call that the Garden of Eden. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. So something is changing, something has changed, spinning around, spinning direction. That's yesterday. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Hi-ho silver with information. The skull, yes, information comes to the skull. It is an air element. In the now moment, we do have the High Priestess. So that is secrets of the universe coming online, my babies. At the heartbeat, we have the Tower. Wow, something major and right under the Wheel of Fortune. So some foundation is crumbling to the ground. It could be something very shocking, a tower moment. Then we have the Shaman. So the Shaman, who is he in the dragons? I knew this was going to happen to me today. Is it the Magician, the Shaman? Or is it the Star? Darn it. Let me just finish and I'll come back to the Shaman after. Then for the future, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is all our wishes are granted and manifested, my lovely babies. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. A new day, a new dawn, something that brings abundance for this new journey, one of high hopes. Then we do have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Okay, so it could be very stressful. Waking up in the middle of the night, very stressed out, but it's a blown out of proportion stress. Swords is an air element. We are talking about the skull. So all of the Ascension symptoms, sinuses, all the 3 pineals, phantom headaches. Yeah, that would make sense. So we got all our wishes are manifested. We have a bright new future, a new adventure, a new day with a page of pineapples in regards to the Nine of Swords. Okay, it's exaggerated stress. Everything that we are feeling is blown out of proportion in our heads. In the clarifyings, I do have the 3 of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. I got a blank in my head again, the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Why can't I remember what's wrong? You know, I should really study them more. I know what the 3 is, and now it's just a block. Yeah, 2. Richard. Yeah, I know what the 4 is. The 3. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the second time I do this to you. Ah, yes, collaborations. So this is a collaboration between several platforms, the Three of Pentacles. So whatever's happening is a collaboration. Heartbeat of my clarifiers, what do we have? The Queen of Pentacles. So that is like Gaia for me, because the Queen of Pentacles is holding her pineapple at her womb as she's looking at it. So collaboration hand in hand with Gaia. And then we end with the Hermit coming online after a dark slumber, the dark night of the soul. All right, let's go get some golden major arcanas, my golden beautiful beauties, in regards to the skull and the Ascension symptoms that we were never told about. All right, so we got these two that want it out. So we got, again, the Wheel of Fortune. So something is spinning in our favor. We've been uncomfortable for a long period of time. But look at the halo here coming online, right? So we're talking about the skull going crystalline. So that would be a great visual. And then we're going to go the Emperor. So now it is backed by the Creator. So yeah, this is absolutely magnificent. Now, guys, I just want to go clarify my shaman. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure what the shaman is in the dragon. Is it the magician? Because some of these decks have added cards, you know, that are not part of the regular deck. I think the shaman would necessarily be like the magician, right? It would be magic as above, so below, Ascension symptoms. But still, I'm going to take 3 more cards. Yeah, it has to be the shaman, the magician. Okay, the first one is that fell to the floor. Flip the hair. Judgment, a wake-up call. The trumpet has been trumpeteered. So that's about the shaman. Then we do have, yeah, it's the magician, babies. And then we have, look, we have the Queen of Pineapples again, Gaia. So yeah, I'm going to call it the shaman is the magician. So let's go over it one more time. All right, so in regards to all the symptom, the skull, the cranium. So we start off with the lovers, okay? So that was in the past. The lovers, the Garden of Eden, you know, like aspects of oneself's coming together, not shackled like the devil card. This is free. It's like a merging. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. So something is flipping around, you know. I mean, we are flipping into the golden era. That is a flip, and all these changes would absolutely go hand in hand with what we're walking into. Then we do have the Knight of Swords. So that's Hi-Ho Silver. A lot of information, very fast moving. Skull is where the information comes in. Swords is an air element. So all these changes, yes? Right now, what is happening, we got Secrets of the Universe coming online with the High Priestess. Yeah, the High Priestess. Tower moment at the heartbeat. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Something very shocking. Something is coming down. And then we have the magician here. As above, so below. So yes, you know, this is exactly what it would be. Something shocking, but not something, because the tower doesn't have to be negative. Huh? It could just be something really shocking. An old foundation is crumbling so that the new one is coming online. And we got the magician right after. So Secrets of the Universe, the magician right there, side by side with the tower. This is just an old foundation for the restore of magic, basically. Yeah? The High Priestess and the magician. So for the future, all our wishes are going to be manifested and granted with the 9 of Cups. We do have the Page of Pineapples. So a bright new future, a new day, a new dawn, high hopes, something that brings lots of abundance to the DNA. So yes, in regards to everything that would happen with the cranium, because this is the Nine of Swords, it is all about the mind. So everything that I've mentioned, whether it be the hair or any kind of aches or pulsations or ringings, this is telling us that it's still exaggerated. We don't have to worry so much about it. We're riding through it, and it's for a very good thing. In the clarifiers, we had the Three of Pineapple. So that is a collaboration between several platforms, right? So all these changes is a collaboration being done with Gaia, so the Queen of Pineapples, and the Hermit, off-world energy, and we're coming out of our sleep. We're waking up. You know, all these changes happening to the skull was always made to be and happen, and we're coming online. We're turning crystal, baby. Goldens again. So we got the Wheel of Fortune for the second time. Everything flip-flops. We've been at the heartbeat, uncomfortable, but look, huh? Our halo here, the skull, crystal skull, sponsored by the Creator, the Emperor. So there you go, my Fanny. So let's go see, who do we want today? Aurélien wants to come out and play. That is another Mandela effect. Do you remember the movie The Warriors? That was 79, I think. So gangs, I think, in New York, and anyways. So all the gangs are coming after one gang, and so at the end, I remember it's warriors, click, click, come out and play. But with the Mandela effect, it became come out to play. But that one is funny because I saw it going from come out and play to come out to play to back to come out and play. That one flipped 4 times on me. So, yeah, that was funny. All right, Aurélien. So, tell me, was I accurate about this Ascension symptom and the skull? So the skull being an antenna, like having the top chakra removed, but now we can see the whole actual skull as that chakra. It's the actual skull now. So is there in relationship, is there indeed a connection between the crystal skulls, Max, and what's happening to us right now? Is there any way that I am wrong, or like I'm just like on the wrong thread? No, so we're going to know something is in relationship right now, and is it for a beautiful, amazing thing? So it does have to do with also, like I'm seeing libraries or blueprints, something very amazing. So do you think it'll be a good video to make in the future, Aurélien, on Max and the Crystal Skulls? Do you think I'd be able to channel Max? Is that something that someone like me can do? Oh. Well, how interesting is that, Femi? I'll be looking forward to that. So, yay. This was my video on the skull, Ascension symptoms, things that you were never told about. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I want you to be good, be kind to yourselves, and I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. Ow, I love you back. Ciao.